Howdy, howdy, you all. It's time to play Honkai Star Rail. So, yeah. Howdy, howdy, train. So, yeah, let me, start up the game. Actually start doing the story and stuff. So, yeah, today I've been, writing my lore stuff. Has been my, stuff I have been doing today. I also watched the, anniversary video. This is really nice. Oh, yeah. Good evening to you, South Pacific. I have the pop filter. I have no clue if it has improved anything. I'm told that it's supposed to, but I don't know. I guess I'll review the VOD and not cringe at my own voice. I guess is the thing. That. Let me like oh. I haven't been really doing it. Let's click this. They'll tell me how bad I'm doing not playing the game that much. Oh, you think it sounds better? Oh yeah. Well, I really enjoy RL. Kind of story, not so much, but the annual report. March 7th has arrived. Oh my. So cute ears and stuff. Okay, March 7 years late. Oh yeah, I've probably show it later. Got acrylic stand of Kafka. So it's really nice. Maybe you can like one more time. This is an amusement park. It's always nice to figure out how much you've been spending on the game, or time spent. Yeah, the year I started, I spent 706 days. So you've been spotted hopping between plans for 190 days. Oh yeah, various ideas and stuff. I completed that little event. The reason you fell asleep in the bathtub. Our beds are good for your neck. That's so cool. Speaking from experience. The bridge and a limited edition joke. Oh yeah, time flies. It's that. Even has the most active hours. You're most active from evening to night when you need a break. That's an interesting thing it's been calculating my login times. bean soda doesn't sound good though. Past year you made 11 new friends. Oh, I showed all the characters I got. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Really nice. Nothing is more precious than friends. Yeah. Is it telling me how many times I use this character? I didn't see the slow switch. What is this? Ah, she's here. It's slowly showing my favorites, I guess. I just imagine the meme of that, if you die, it gives you a score sheet of all the things you've done. Like, even numbers that you don't even know too much. That's looking good. Next. The drowning sweetness special cocktail. Oh yeah. Hey, what characters you like playing, and then along with like other small aspects that you differentiate from other people. It's like that Baldur's Gate, the stat sheet of what everybody does. Like most people play Paladin or something like that. And if you picked the most chosen aspect of the character creation, it makes a generic looking character. Which is kind of funny. And then what's this? It's gonna tell me how much I haven't done. I'm a samurai, not a samurai, I'm a ninja. Venturing. With 589 achievements. 222 was it completed in the past year. Your high single attack damage is 14 million. Over the past year, a total of 19 in the 40 battles. I don't even know what got hit by that single damage. My 12,000 credit uses. Friends most of them relied on Kafka's health, who had provided 5 assists in total. That's interesting. He did not look happy. I probably would have bigger numbers if I played harder at the game. So, but yeah. I got crushed by collapsing structures in different ways. Well, I got crushed once, so it looked good. Ah, yeah, it doesn't help. Amongst other things. I just don't like doing dailies. Mirrors. I'm one. I'm guessing this is a weekly stuff. Yeah, these numbers are probably gonna be low. I've been skipping them. Finger the most. Most freaking character, of course. I haven't really unlocked any of these. I think it's pretty bad. Not too shabby, it's pretty bad. Oh yeah, I like using that. Oh, you like using Kafka? No. And I can. Yeah. Ah. No, I want to select mine. No, I want that to be... who's been in this one? Hello, smug. That's kind of hard. What? Bye. Dun, dun, dun. This is so cute. Oh my. Oh. That... I have an interesting location. But... It's random, I'm assuming. I want to say it's random. Awfully close to a certain spot. Oh. It doesn't look like everybody has done it to fill up the map, so. I'll mess with the sharing things later. I'm just... To your dear self, hey, today should be the 2nd anniversary of the Express's journey with you on board. It has been a while since we last met, but I've always been watching your actions. Even now, I can imagine the expression on your face when you read this letter. Don't worry, I don't mean anything by it. I'm happy to see how much you've changed compared to what you were like when you first woke up. Listen, the road ahead will be even more resplendent, but make sure you make your own choices no matter what. That's the only way you can reach the end of the story. And name you surely remember. So, howdy, Troy. Hey. Oh, that opens the... I'm gonna start the story after my impatientness. As you can see, I haven't even bothered with the other thing. Other like items. After I do this, I have no gacha luck anyway. Yeah. Oh, that's new. Oh yeah, that was a 10-3 temple. Single point. I have no gacha luck. I have no gacha luck. Oh yeah. Hopefully Zainless's Zone Zero's anniversary is like really good. Like really good. I think I used all my streamer luck. Or my gacha luck. I have no gacha luck. Wow. I clearly... like one game sucked it all up from the other ones. That's all I'm gonna say. I clearly is the reason. At least it knows what I can know it, what it is, and I pull it. These single rolls aren't doing it. And this is my last one. I'm up. do that. At least do that. Only a few things I can do for scrape, but well, whatever. I'm supposed to be going. Wrong way.
What are you folks going to do next? Have you heard? Seems
So, main character has 0 memories. Stuff with like a abnormality type thing that can cause like random issues. And is on a destiny to prevent the Archon of destruction from destroying the world, the universe type thing.
Hi,
We travel
this
to
is
planet to planet on a train. Probably not the best term, but that's basically what it is. So. And he has still no voice.
That's right. Oh, partner, you're back just in time. This is something that the both of you should probably know. Good news? I wouldn't call it that.
At least he's a voice. I guess they haven't resolved his own
Some
voice.
background information for you. The Council of Elders is an authoritative body in Amphorius, made up of different city representatives. They hold legislative power over the Holy City, and are in charge of presiding over the Citizens' Assembly held once every few years.
Oh yeah, man.
This is the most important social event of Akima. It is highly influential, and can even affect what happens to the Flame Chase journey. Despite her vision and wisdom that spans across thousands of years, even she cannot win over the hearts of everyone. Every 5 to 10 years, the Council of Elders organizes a citizens' assembly at Dawncloud. During the assembly, the representatives will vote on major issues, such as whether the Chrysos heirs led by Aglaya should still hold the right to govern the Holy City, and whether the Titan's conquest should continue. That is correct. However, the problem lies in the fact that there are ill-intentioned extremists in the Council of Elders. They view the Citizens' Assembly as a way to restrain the Chrysos heirs, and hope to take complete control over the Flame Chase journey. We can refer to them as the opposition. During the assemblies held in the past 100 years, the voices supporting the opposition have been growing stronger in the shadows. It's only thanks to Aglaya that the Flame Chase journey has been able to continue to this day. The Citizens' Assembly is just around the corner, but this time, there seems to be a new variable to the situation.
Main character's the new variable.
I'm afraid that the Council of Elders might want to take advantage of Professor Anaxa. Aglaya will surely take back Circe's core flame, but with Anaxa's current condition, it's so unique that nobody knows how taking the core flame away from him will affect him. He has always been someone that is only concerned about his own research. I'm certain that he must want to escape from the monitoring of the Golden Thread and protect himself. If the opposition were to offer an olive branch at this time,
in depth.
Anaxa has never believed in the prophecy, so technically it cannot be considered a betrayal. However, he has taught many Chrysos heirs, and has long been considered an important ally of Akuma. I truly do not wish to see comrades turning on one another. As I believe in his character, I plan to plead with Aglaya and try to buy more time for him. Then, the greatest way in which you can help is for you to know what I am fighting for. Allow me to apologize for the fact that we always seem to be troubling you. I hope that Orynyx will show more benevolence and be more accommodating. I remember that they seemed quite fond of you back in the Abyss. Go and rest and regain your strength. We'll meet at the Vortex in a few days.
Vortex sounds ominous.
Oh, right. You can read this scroll if you want to find out more about the Council of Elders and the Citizens' Assembly.
Yeah, I really want to read this. I skimmed through it.
Nervous.
Well, you have to say like certain words, but not all of them. I switched to a different character.
Esteemed one, Orynyx's vacant totem awaits. If you have already made your preparations to become a pillar of Amphorius, please, step forward.
Well, I'm not skipping, I am strategically skimming. That's what I'm going to call it, strategically skimming.
Miss, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what I should say to help calm your nerves. Oh, right. Perhaps something like, as long as you can successfully complete this trial, the rest of the Flame Chase journey will be smooth sailing? No, that sounds a little strange. Don't worry. It won't take up too much of your time. Don't worry. You'll definitely make it back alive?
That's a word.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. It seems like I've made the mood even heavier. In any case, may everything go your way.
Accepting a Titan's trial is a very peculiar experience. I'm afraid that I'm not able to accurately describe it. You can only go and experience it for yourself. I believe that you'll be able to pull it off.
I'm going to pull it out because I'm the main character.
I can still vividly recall when you entered the Vortex of Genesis for the first time. At that time, I could never have imagined that a guest
That's
from beyond the sky would
wishing.
shoulder the fate of Amphorius.
Well, type feel.
Don't feel burdened. Just like during the trial of strife, Trinan and Finan will be waiting for you outside. If something unforeseen were to occur, they will intervene in the trial and rescue you. May Kefali bless you.
Little Gray and Mem, Thank you. Your resolves cannot be questioned. We praise your pure selflessness and courage. May Kefali light your path forward. Get ready to assume Orynyx's divinity, Trailblazer. The divine position of Orynyx has already been vacant for some time. We can feel the space of the trial closing. As there isn't much of their soul left, we'll have to complete the ceremony before their soul completely dissipates. The eighth core flame coveted by the miracle that once belonged to the great veil of Evernight, Orynyx. It shall now be returned by the two elected heroes of the Chrysosairs, a traveler who is upright and courageous, and a sacred beast that invokes miracles. Mem who? Mem. Both of you, please, come forward. Recite along with us. O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world, we seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service
Yeah, but
to
it
the
feels
prophecy.
like, in a way, it ruins the mood, I guess. I don't know.
These are just words meant to make the prayer seem more solemn. Please, focus. And surrender the core flame.
They get sucked in. I don't know, I wouldn't want to. At a certain point, I'll probably get annoyed. Unless I start speaking in men.
Orynyx. Their soul has been waiting for a long time.
Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor.
I love all of you. It doesn't seem Miss appropriate for the current mood.
Don't worry, you're tougher than I am, right?
Clearly.
Traveler from beyond the sky, let us pray that the Titan acknowledges your worthiness.
Although she loves cracking jokes at inopportune times, her determination is as strong as the Chrysosairs. She will definitely succeed.
Yeah.
While she's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaya.
Speak. I'm listening.
One drink of some kind coming up.
Slap
I was hoping I'd like go back to like
How
some
is
past.
it? How do you feel? That's right! Look! I don't know what happened, but I'm able to talk! Testing!
Oh
1, 2,
my,
3.
I just noticed I was
Testing,
talking
1, 2,
normal.
3. I have such a cute voice! It must be because of all the memories that I collected. They allowed me to grow beyond expectations.
Okay, this is more tolerable. This is not emergency food. Paimon is the only emergency
listen,
food.
the words of the Titan are becoming clearer.
I don't even remember what she is. Exactly.
It hurts. Have I finally reached the end? Are the years
Yeah.
of isolation coming to an end?
Oryx. Oh, how heartbreaking. Ever since the figure draped in the black cloak robbed them of their core flame, they have been relegated to waiting in isolation in such a confined space. We are going to help alleviate their pain, right?
Memories broken. Mother, where? You. It's you. I remember you.
To be fair, Paimon is more useless than Mem. I guess, and Mem is not comic relief compared to Paimon. So,
Skyfather has gazed upon you. Mother is calling for you. Skyfather has chosen you. Mother is no longer responding.
we want something from you.
Something important. An important matter.
Oryx, listen to me. Aren't you tired? Throughout the long years, you have always been protecting the fate of Amphorius. Each time people draw strength from within their memories, every single ripple falls onto your shoulders. There's no need for you to bear this any longer, Oryx. From today onwards, someone else will bear time on your behalf. This is why we have come.
Freedom. Freedom. I want freedom.
Oh, poor child. Everything will be fine. Let us help you. You can have a good rest now.
Isn't she gonna die when we take her power?
You have potential, strength, willpower, powerful, and tenacious. But you lack something. Just
character enough.
Lacking something. What is it?
What you lack is a future.
That's right, I live in the moment. What future? I don't have a future. My future is predetermined, isn't it? Based on lore.
Future?
Traveler from the sky, you should have dissipated already.
That was deep stuff.
The gaze from Skyfather stabilize your form. Because from the moment you crossed the sky, your life was cast away.
Yeah.
Right now, you are simply a collection of walking memories.
Howdy, Skeletor. It's implying that the main character's already dead.
What? How is that possible?
What do you mean by that? Do you mean that I'm already dead?
The space is collapsing.
Oh, good luck with the doctor's appointment.
Someone must inherit the authority of time.
Am I gonna go back in time and save myself?
If the pillar is lost, the laws of time
Yeah.
will collapse. Emphorius will succumb to eternal disorder.
He's having explain things clearly. What about the trial? Revive me quickly.
Time never
Yeah, hope is no. Thank you.
never bears grudges. Never forgives. Never makes a choice. Child of humanity. Titans. Mother. Sky Father. Time restrains everything that exists in this world.
Orynyx's divinity is dissipating? Is the trial coming to an end?
You messed up.
My strength, I shall entrust it to you. The fate of the world, if you wish to, save it. Go and find your future that has been stolen. Even if that means you'll have to cheat death. You'll have to challenge that. Hand of shadow, clasped with unyielding fingers.
Oh, it makes so much sense that the one chick can touch us. Like, if she touches anybody, they die instantly, but Tetra's main character didn't die. Oh yeah. Like scarring from Stardews is what thing. Wake. I must be joking, right? Don't sigh. So, what's my superpower? you passed out when our car got hit. The black dot too, but before dragging you out, good thing we were carpool and crushed into pieces. Actually, I kind of made light of the situation, but actually how it was much more complicated. You were still severely injured back then. Probably previously I struggled to carry you out. Lost my strength this time debating, but then I was also hit by a falling accident. Last time I checked, you were still weren't breathing. Wondering in case I thought that you were alive floating, you said never try up again. Yeah, how did you come back to life? And I'm sure for the days of like that.
Hey, are you alright?
I'm talking normal, completely.
I heard you two talking about Thanatos. Cass is also very concerned about the warning. She has left the vortex and returned to the garden. Shall we go and look for her? Thanatos is the titan that Cass has always been looking for. Regardless of whether there are any clues, there's probably no one else that understands death better than her. Oh, right. There's something that I have to tell you. The Chrysosaurs already know everything that has happened to you. I was too worried, so I told them everything.
She spilled the
Please
beans.
don't hate me, okay?
She spilled the beans. As I say. Until you keep it under the secret, baby.
I don't know how long.
Faith can dispel the black eye.
But yeah, I haven't got, well, not counting like getting the wisdom teeth pulled, never really had any surgery of any sort.
What are you folks going to
So. Oh yeah.
More and more species are disappearing.
Pink Barbara.
More species are disappearing.
Miss, I'm right here.
Oh yeah. Even that made it more funny is I did volunteer work and they were surprised that I was like I showed up. It was 5 days after the surgery. So and I didn't really need the pain meds too much except going to sleep. After like the first day or two.
Please stay there and slowly turn around.
Stabs neck. This moment I just want to turn around and then
Please pardon me.
ah. Really nice image. Yeah, it explains why she can touch main character now. Still alive, but no, to be more precise, her death was not thorough enough.
Just as I expected. I cannot feel anything.
You're ready, my first little space.
Back at the Grove, I was puzzled as to why you were not affected by my curse. I thought that it might have been the special ability of a traveler from beyond the sky. Never did I expect that this would be the true reason.
I'm dead.
I'm sorry. I should have noticed that something was amiss earlier. Miss, if my abrupt behavior just now offended you, I hope that you can forgive me. I'm just thinking, if your soul has really left your body, as a mortician, I might be able to trace where it has gone to.
Cass, did you find anything?
My apologies. Not as of yet. Perhaps I have overestimated my capabilities. But, miss, would you be willing to let me try again? This time, I'll increase the area of contact slightly.
Oh my.
Perhaps the result might be different this time.
Slowly going to lewd territory.
I have never touched the living in this way before. If my actions are in any way disrespectful, I hope that you can forgive me. Yes. I seem to have caught a glimpse of something. Your soul is currently roaming someplace and cannot find a way to escape.
I should than you. Oh my. Well, if you're the main character of this game, it can be you, right?
But
You've got clay.
perhaps it might not be a bad thing. If your soul is still wandering around, it means that we still have time. We have a chance to find it before the fingers of Thanatos sweep everything away. Clues. Just a few more. I need more guidance.
Eek. Yeah, it's really nice.
The connection has been severed. With my strength, I'm not able to trace it.
I can, let me, do you one better? Yeah, no. Go to the shop real quick. Okay. There's where the... there's a slight issue with this. How do I get rid of the razor stuff in the corner? I clearly. Let me turn that off. Okay, let's look better. Yeah. Give this a try. Oh. No problem, no problem. Actually, I'm secretly doing something now. There. Should I name? Put it right here. Background. Oh. Finish the story. It might take me multiple days to finish the story. I'm doing a thing though. I think. I'll call it a thing. There. I'm gonna post. I posted in Discord chat. Yeah, they should fix power creep, but that's always gonna happen.
It was me. I was a little too hasty. Don't worry, miss. Although we currently have no leads, I will do my best to search for the whereabouts of Thanatos, bring back their core flame, and personally return to you the life that you have lost too soon.
Don't talk about it if I'm already dead.
I know that I'm lacking in confidence, but I hope that you can keep this promise of mine in mind. Before I manage to deliver on this promise, please do your best to hang on.
Aren't they also buffing some of the older characters? Yeah.
Amphorius needs you. Lady Aglaia and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too. If possible, please go there and let them know that you're well. Although, I don't actually know whether your current situation can be described as well. Also, please accept this Styxian fable. Reading can help one to focus and relax. I hope that reading this can help tide you through this difficult period. More species are disappearing.
Yeah, I wish they had more art like that in the story, to be honest. Oh. And enjoyable.
They're here.
That partner! Hyacinth said you definitely wake up. How do you feel?
I feel undead. That's what I want to say. The entire world knows about this now.
I beg you, please forgive me.
Everybody knows my little secret.
You've completed the trial of time, and I have to admit that the process went better than I expected. Even in the end, that Titan's heart still showed a soft spot for humankind. However, I never expected that. Two people who have cheated death would appear in Akima at the same time.
Who's the other person?
That's what we have been talking about. Mighty has been in Akima for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his indestructible body? If there were even any minor breakthroughs, we wouldn't be as clueless as we are right now.
That's
Many have had this idea, but so far there have been no results. If it were successful, Thanatos wouldn't have disappeared without a trace. Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope. Cypher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts of death, it would be her. I'll try and get her to return to Akima, but do be prepared for a less than ideal outcome. Please understand that throughout the history of Amphorius, no one has ever managed to escape the clutches of death. At the end of time, Thanatos silently awaits all. It is my duty. We too require you to bear the divine position of time. But before that, just...
What's wrong, Aglaya?
Omens always come in pairs. A tiny air current will eventually brew into a storm that tears the sky apart. It's Anaxagoras. He has initiated contact with the Council of Elders.
In the end, it has still come down to this.
I earnestly hope that your assessment of him is accurate, Finan. Otherwise, the efforts of my teacher and I over the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
What is view now? Another badass picture. I should just do the same thing I did with the other one. Even though it delays me completing the story, I just take a screenshot. Might just leave Photoshop open. Export. Background 1, I'm gonna call this one background 2. Interesting song. Oh yeah. Yeah. Back to the story.
I'm back here again.
And by a whole bunch of masked people.
I remember this dream. This realm is covered in a silk-like fog,
and the land is barren and harsh. The crowd of travelers leaves tracks everywhere.
Hey! Excuse me! What is this place? Where in Anthorius are we?
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, which Titan reigns over this land? And how do I find them?
Hand of Shadow. Hand of Shadow Thanatos. Could this possibly be the Netherrealm? Not Netherrealm.
Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of the Netherrealm? Are you heading downstream toward the Netherrealm?
The Netherrealm. Nothing but an illusion. Titan rejects you. Me. Listen. What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent. I look in the direction they are pointing and listen closely. There. A massive shadow brought the sound of rushing tides. The sound of tides. I can hear it.
Howdy, darling.
I hear it, deep within the tides, beyond the closed gates of the void world. A voice, about to recount something.
Child of humanity,
Whose advice is this?
is it death's embrace you yearn for with such urgency?
Oh yeah, it's her again.
Oh, you have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm.
I really want her to be a playable character, but she's not going to be.
Your consciousness is dissipating much faster than I expected. Ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like I said, I wish she was going to be a playable character, but she's not.
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
2 weeks.
15 days and nights.
And looking at this more, it reminds me of a command cell from Fate.
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
On the contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem. Stop giggling. It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Let me ask you one more question. Are you really planning to betray Aglaya's will?
Heck yeah.
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
What about that white-haired student of yours? Acting so recklessly, do you not care about what might happen to him?
She cares more about his associates than he does.
There will be a price to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
You truly are a strict teacher.
Of course. This is how I've always been.
Really not sure what characters. I feel like using these two. I have a gun. Yeah, he has a gun.
Watch this magic trick.
Bang, 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 bang.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord Enexagoras.
Well done,
It's been a while,
Emetron.
Lord Enexagoras. I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Akima and express my deepest regret about what happened at the Grove of Epiphany.
I just want to say the design of this. Just holding his nipples.
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
By carefully into Lantern above, I have come as a testament to the justice of the Council of Elders.
There are anti-Catherans here? They have been a rare sight ever since the Chrysos War.
I extend to you my utmost respect, revered Titan. I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of Elders in Akima, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect the right of all upright citizens to express themselves freely.
You can see them too?
You know about us. We anti-Catherans perceive the world through the amplitude and frequency of souls. Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar, if necessary, Lord Enexagoras, I can sever the golden thread to protect your fundamental rights.
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threats, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil her own folly.
May I interpret this as you having a countermeasure?
I know.
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty
Yeah.
espionage. As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity. A truth she undoubtedly comprehends. While I, Enexagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities. Let's forego the formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus. Lead the way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such assertiveness in an ally. She's been waiting. Follow me, please.
Ain't there a teleporter or something?
Is there something on your mind, Lord Enexagoras?
Nothing, really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side. Do you mind sharing your reflections with me?
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly along this long path.
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Yes, for dying implies an ongoing process, an action, whereas death signifies a static state, a definitive termination. In contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance.
Ah, an intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods' imminent fall.
Perhaps the gods, in their arrogance, deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to mortals.
Could you elaborate on your statement?
Circes, the kin of the Sky Father as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I to inquire, Kefali would have no cause to refuse.
Oh.
That very well could be true. But what if the world-bearing Titan still chooses to remain silent?
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphorius are nothing more than pitiful jests.
It's worth a try. I believe, and I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory and the change it may bring to this imperiled world. Because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be impossible.
Oh, cutscene.
Please, Professor.
That's the way I would want to leave.
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawncloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Marmorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited. Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the honor to be in the presence of a Titan. Oh, what a joyous occasion.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine, shouldn't it?
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly. In the meanwhile, you're welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view.
What? I can't
Delaying
escape.
the crucial meeting is something none of us wish to see, I presume.
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no need to emphasize that.
As you wish. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just left one cage to enter another.
Save your concerns. I know very well what I'm doing.
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then. Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here. I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the grove perceive another Titan.
Off you go. I won't be joining you. This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Be aware, I can hear you perfectly well from here.
Bang, 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 bang. I do have enough for another roll. Yeah, I do. I'm single rolling. I have no gotcha luck anyway. Wah! No gotcha luck. Wah! No gotcha luck. Orange Jesus bless my roll. So let me take out the calculator. Oh, look at this. Ah, you can replay us. That's 90 rolls. I'm at like 71 rolls. 90 is a lot.
Professor Anaxa! Over here! Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide. To find you here safe and sound, thank the fates.
You could say it's the fates toying with us.
It's only the Krymnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. I'd settle for that gladly. So, are you here to report the incident to the council? I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the grove, Akuma would be next in line, even with the demigod of strife standing alongside humankind.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Probably nothing.
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Circe's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone. Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akuma, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents. They might well make their move at the upcoming Citizens' Assembly.
No surprises there, those shifty opportunists. Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself? I've had enough of your prattling.
I was really curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in. But it seems as though this Kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours, just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think.
Even blasphemous scholars can come here and see. Anaxagoras, I thought that you had died to the Black Tide, just like the other scholars.
Should be right back. I am back.
As Kefali's priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Surely you jest. You blasphemous heretics are not worthy of respect from the Supreme Being.
Thank you. I got some cookies. And a refill on my drink, of course. So, yeah.
Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawn Cloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language to yourself. I am no longer that altar servant from years ago who could only acquiesce to the commands of others. Now, I have plenty of ways to deal with people like you.
Thank you.
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan. As I see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence, right? Then who is it exactly? Could it be kindness?
You. Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessings.
Seeing as we were able
That
to hear
sounds
this
like a
matter
butt.
from the mouths of others, it seems that kindness is indeed quite sincere toward us. Perhaps this affair will proceed smoother than I had anticipated.
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation. As expected of one of Kefali's followers.
Are you praising or insulting him?
Praising him, of course. As a believer of the God of Deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here as possible. Don't mutter to yourself like some sort of madman and disturb my meditation.
Oh my, he can't see her. Yeah.
I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
Oh my. Yeah, I was right. Oh yeah, puzzles are always everywhere.
Go melt it down.
Yeah, that was not a very good item. Or at least one I wanted.
I suppose I can just ignore this.
But yeah. Game has a lot of puzzles.
Oh,
Ooh.
my. Could it be that the great tree painted in this mural?
Alright, it says so.
Plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Circe's.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom was portrayed as fruit to symbolize how they shared their knowledge equally among the masses. Such
Oh, nice.
exquisiteness indeed.
All tiny, easy mini games are always nice. Wrinkled
This
around.
mural is quite abstract.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
Ah, nice.
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawncloud this time is not just to seek protection. What, then, is the intention behind your actions?
Expand his lifespan, maybe? I don't know.
The entire plan is stored in my memory, so why don't you look there?
Then don't mind if I do. 1 year old, 2 years old.
Going too far back.
Oh my! Even a member of the preeminent 7 sages must hug his Dromastal to sleep? How interesting.
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you more about it. This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Akama?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories. It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
This... Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of Thelesis' theory as well.
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of souls, right?
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem from souls themselves. This is why I thought that, since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
Oh. Who is this?
Anaxa? You... I did it, teacher! But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre.
Really nice, another background. Oh, I'm snatching. But give me a few seconds. Because I can't. Oh, shop OPP. Exports. Oh yeah. Like really nice looking. Like a look on his younger self. So, yeah.
Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the Seven Sages.
He revived somebody that he shouldn't have.
Calm down, teacher. My sister,
I know it was his sister.
she's still not in the mortal realm. Even to this day.
What do you mean?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one eye.
Oh. Reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist, actually. Sacrificing a piece of himself to revive somebody.
Equivalent exchange.
Yeah, I went that way.
All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time. Nothing more.
Oh. Let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it. Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm yourself.
Yeah.
If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your own life.
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other desires. You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
I am sincerely glad for you, child. Now then, what topic would you like to study?
I wish to continue Thalesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding of the souls is but the tip of the iceberg. I may have lost an eye, but my view of the world has become clearer than ever. I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
Who would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours? However, this story doesn't seem to be connected to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at all.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to it. My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means, correct?
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into. Unfortunately, even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about it than you do.
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom? Your followers are going to be sorely disappointed by this.
Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical questions.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
Well, most of the time the story has a lot of dialogue and not actual fighting, it feels like, so. Recently.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa.
I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but time is of the essence.
I'm talking to my imaginary friend.
I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival, so please depart forthwith.
It's finally time.
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world. If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges against that Lady Goldweaver.
Isn't that the dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromus as well? You must really like those creatures.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead. I'll take my leave for now.
Welcome to the Demigod Council, esteemed guests.
What is here? Again.
Lord Anaxagoras, oh, I've heard so much about you. Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a survivor of the Grove calamity.
The issue is how much it would cost. They designed a park.
Did I miss anything? Well, if so, please be so kind as to enlighten me.
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself again. But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed. And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I am met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows.
Yeah.
Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Everyone, stand down.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and gumption are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
So, you wish to start a war?
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind. Conflict is inevitable. Since Aglaya endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akama are so entitled to.
Oh yeah, she's like one of the heads, if I remember.
As to your question
this
of whether
place,
peace
though.
is still a viable option, well, to that I can only say this. Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses. And since you, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation, you have indeed given us a glimmer of hope.
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs. But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles. Yet, it seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for ideas to have supporters and dissenters. Just...
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions. This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall also become the most important, as well as the final turning point in Akama's history. May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Erechrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
What? I don't think that'll happen.
Oh my, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise. Could such a coincidence truly exist?
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
What strong conviction you have, as expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaia covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well. You're well aware how valuable Circe's core flame will be in the Erechrysia that you are desperately pursuing. Talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to each other. Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like true philosophers, with our words and wisdom.
Can't be a
Continuing from the
minigame.
earlier topic, let us discuss our common enemy, Aglaia. She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed. Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you?
Oh.
Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you just trying to pull the wool over our eyes and aid her in her savagery?
I believe you're aware of Castorice the Executioner. Long before I returned to Akama, Aglaia had already dispatched her to monitor me. If I weren't able to reach this place in time, I would have been forced to meet Thanatos first. As compared to a comprehensive plan with uncertain results, if you decide to cut open my chest and remove the core flame, wouldn't that settle her nerves even more? Everything is in place. She just needs the right timing.
I understand what you mean. At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaia are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. The city will be burned to ashes, and the citizens' blood will be shed. Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
Although the circumstances are rather unfortunate from an objective point of view, it is an undeniable fact that ever since the Grove was attacked, I have become the de facto leader of the Grove. The Council of Elders needs more backing if it wishes to topple Aglaia, and it's evident that the Academy wields considerable influence. At the very least, I have served as the Grove's special envoy to Akama for a significant amount of time. Of course, this also means that I will hold a crucial vote at the Citizens' Assembly.
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts. At this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akama that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself?
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form of betrayal.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment. As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, is currently on her way to Dawncloud.
That's interesting.
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight overabundance of guests today.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than I. In any case, I'm glad that she's arriving here. So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over, what should I do?
That's the question.
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending her. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame. No, more like 2 core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead. Is this the outcome that you wish to see, Lady Kindness?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time. Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
We shall see then.
Ah, I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after, hmm?
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
Easy there. You'll learn the answer soon enough. I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
Yeah, I can't believe the puzzle over there. Oh, this is interesting.
It's just an answer. Nothing too difficult. Go melt it down.
Is that
Unexpected visitor. Welcome once again. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali. I have no reason to refuse you, do I?
You may not, but kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akuma. She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
Very true.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan. Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the World-Bearer.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person. Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey.
Oh my.
A bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the holy mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Why isn't he coming?
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
Go on ahead. Take this Yanis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling that your theory will be validated at the end of this journey. I believe Kefali will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death. You must be closer to Kefali than anyone else. Wouldn't you agree?
I hope things go as you say, then.
Putting a child of justice into a farcical world is bound to turn it upside down. It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world, which is on the brink of destruction.
How many floors are there on this one?
Honestly, this is my first time going up to Dawn Cloud's peak.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time you recognize the magnificence of us Titans?
Well, I don't see how this place is different from those temples in the city. All they have are magnificent facades. And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from him.
I must be getting ahead of myself to be expecting to hear something nice from you.
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time you get used to how I feel about things.
Well, they don't have a lot of time left, so it doesn't really matter.
Alright, we're just a short hike away from
Like,
café.
15 days.
No time to waste here.
As it reminds
So
us
the
again.
intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight. Can you make it?
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now? I know how far I can go, so just hold your tongue and come along.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates completely to gain control over your body.
Wait. Is that Circe's? Hey, look at that.
Huh? What should I be looking at?
Am I hallucinating? Or do we even get to see souls when we're close to dying?
We're up there now.
Oh? Why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
Nias? I know I've heard this name somewhere.
It's unfortunate. The Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios, from their prized ores and molten fire, couldn't escape the fate of destruction?
Hey, Circes. Do you know a certain Nias?
Nias? No, not that I remember. How did you even think up such a strange name?
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure who was just chatting with you here.
No, I have no such memory. Could you be hallucinating?
This is a departed spirit.
Indeed.
I suppose I can just ignore this.
I didn't see this one. I thought it was just because of whatever light switch thing that was next to me. I guess I could have fired and see what happened.
Enough about me. Did Kaos ever reply to you?
Well, regrettably.
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod is a lot heftier than we thought.
Kaos. Demigod. I've never heard of this person. Which Titan's authority did he inherit?
Look on the bright side, Nias. Since we've come all this way, I doubt he'd snub his old friends, would he?
Let's just hope we mean as much as the world to him.
Hey! Are you seeing that same hallucination again?
Yep, yep.
Yes, it's still you, Anais, but you're now talking about a certain Kaos. I'm guessing he's one of your companions?
Kaos? This name sounds just as strange to me.
Never mind. I think I know what this is about. If things are as I thought, then they aren't hallucinations, but the souls of people.
Soul of people.
But if those are the souls of the dead, then what am I?
A dead soul. A fragmented dead soul.
Beats me. For all I know, you're just an illusion I conjured up in my dying moments. Let's just keep going. As long as I take in more sights and hear more stories.
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even I might not be able to save you.
I'm fine.
Open.
So,
Steps.
Can you keep going?
Of course. I'm just... If I knew we had to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come along with you.
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden. If Amphorius does have a next life, you may want to get your body in shape.
Keep your sarcasm to yourself.
I'm not getting anything of value from them.
I would sooner throw myself off this cliff and hit rock bottom than exercise even a little. I am Calypso of the eminent Seven Sages, after all. Training would make me no different from those Helcalithist barbarians.
Calypso? She's one of the Seven Sages. A member of the Grove? No, she can't be. I would know her name if she really were one of the Seven Sages. Hey, Circes. Does the name Calypso ring a bell?
He's gone.
Circes? They're gone. Doesn't matter. I can do this myself.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now?
Whoops.
Oh, legendary era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all that's left of that warmth is a hazy mirage.
We're here, finally. So, I don't get to ask the Titan my question, but all of you make for a pleasant surprise, nonetheless. Very well then, let me uncover the truth for myself. Did I still fail to make it in time? Huh? So, I'm back here again.
Yeah. Passed out.
This is... I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides, behind the closed doors of the void world.
A voice ready to tell me something.
That he does not want to hear.
This time, the voice is a lot clearer than before.
Really neat art style. What?
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Oh,
Lord
she's
Nias
here.
and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
It's taking all the screenshots.
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some time now.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst-case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-bearing burden.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area. And besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily, much less give up on all that he holds dear. Isn't that so?
Yes, I have faith in him.
That reminds me. Why are you making this trip alone, Polixia?
Oh, my sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else. Yet you were born only to take over Thanatos' divinity.
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the core. What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that has revealed the ultimate answer to Circe's question. The conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I only need to seek verification from Kefali. By doing so, I can answer Circe's question and reclaim my body. But no, I will not do that. That isn't important. Because another one of my conjectures, one that I have always dreamed of proving, has been proved right this very instant. Fusing a mortal soul with that of a Titan to replace said Titan is not a ludicrous idea after all.
I'm excited to get his view.
What are you thinking about?
I mean, dialogue.
Is that so? You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though. Plus, you seem to be strangely familiar with the city around the Great Tree. Events of the past, huh? I was also a child when I looked up at Circe's. Their leaves and branches reflected the sparkling stars, and their trunk was like a pillar that supported the sky and ground. I stood at this very spot back then, imagining the day when I could climb to the top of this tree, because I would be the closest I can be to the sky at that spot. Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquila's realm? They're a strict and draconian god. Nothing like Circe's. Reason is willing to share what is theirs with others, but Sky only expects people to revere them. You get what I'm saying, right, Denny? After all, the titan that imprisoned you and Grey here in Amphorius is none other than Aquila themselves. But there will always be people who dream of soaring towards the sky. The Grove has a wealth of research on Aquila, and that is exactly what we are here for. It's just, I never thought Grey would meet with something like that before we set off. As a physician, I should have been there by his side. Yeah, there's no rest for the weary, huh? In any case, what we're looking for could be anywhere in this enormous grove. Let's split up to cover more ground. Danny, with your skills, I'm sure those monsters born of the Black Tide will pose no threat to you anyway. Have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician of the Twilight Courtyard? Have more faith in me. I'll be just fine.
That is implied combat skills, so, But yeah. Combat skills at least. Up I go. And beg for help eventually.
Really now? was way more trouble than I could have asked for. Or you could sit back and watch. I'm kidding, Danny. Lend me a hand, pretty please.
The fact that she calls him
All
Danny.
right, now let's get him. I hope we're in harmony and unison.
The fearless knows not fear. That one's fear.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Forever triumph! Victory is inevitable!
Watch your head.
It's okay, it's okay.
All right.
Doors echo! Welcome
Never hesitate!
No dirty. Watch your head.
That one's
The Black Tide is remarkably quick to detect the light of ENVTuber. So or rather, the blessings of the Sky Priest in me, might have unknowingly called them to me. Anyway, never mind that for now. Here, you might want to have a look at this. I found it around here and thought it might be of interest to you. This is new. I didn't know Professor Anaxa was researching the sky. He's never mentioned anything about it. Might is an understatement. Anaxa has never been one to venerate the gods, nor has he ever found it within himself to put any faith in the prophecy. People yet, it is also this very blasphemer that Circe's favors. Fate sure works in mysterious ways. Might is an understatement. Anaxa has never been one to venerate the gods, nor has he ever found it within himself to put any faith in the prophecy. People have come to think of him as a heretic, even in a place as liberal as the Grove. Oh, let me have a look. By the looks of them, these scrolls are records of two conversations that took place in the same setting, one after the other. Sure, go ahead. The Grove of Epiphany is home to 7 schools of thought. While all 7 schools are founded on the ideologies of Thalesis, the first scholar, each is unique in its own way. Among them, the Venerationists revere and worship the Titans the most. As the sage of the Venerationists, Euthyphro has always been at loggerheads with Anaxa. If we were to place the 7 sages on the scales of Talanton, Anaxa and Euthyphro would be placed on opposite sides to achieve balance. Nearly everyone in Amphorius has heard the story of the sky-ships by now. Aquila's stature is loftier than the heavens, and their divine retribution is merciless. That's why it's no use building giant skyfaring ships. Oh, but I do wonder if a supercharged mini Treevee cannon could slip past their watch.
forests primarily study the application of alchemy in soul repair. Everyone considers Anaxa a blasphemer, but that has never stopped him from sharing his ideas, no matter how taboo. If you must say that he's hiding something, then it's likely what lies beneath his eye patch. Anaxa often says that every failure brings us one step closer to the truth.
And that's true.
Perhaps, to him, the crash of the sky ship carries a different interpretation. The firmament is not impenetrable. On the contrary, it was precisely because the sky ship represented the first step toward breaking free from the shackles of the earth that it provoked the wrath of the Sky Titan and brought divine punishment upon itself. It's a shame that the majority of the Grove's research on Aquila was headed by the Venerationists, with sacrificial rituals making up a predominant part of their findings. Discourse about more esoteric subject matters in relation to Aquila dwindled even further after the sky ship incident. So much so that even this scroll is completely new to me. That's what I'd like to know. What are these experiments he's involved in? Even I, the assistant lecturer, know next to nothing about them. I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove? This is the Library of Philia, a place where the Grove stores its collection of tomes. Other than books written by the 7 schools, you can also find philosophical texts, ballads, and religious writings from the Outlands here. Cities that desire to learn from the Grove were apparently expected to contribute knowledge of equal value to what they sought.
That reminds me of like the Library of Alexandria, where they make copies of every single book. If you brought a book to port, they make a copy of it. Or was it they took the original and gave you a copy?
We've had more than our fair share of hilarious episodes over the years. For instance, it's said that the Erythrocheramists once borrowed a manuscript from a certain author, but ended up returning a copy instead of the original. What's more, the original manuscript was supposedly then hidden here. Nice? No need to hold yourself back, Danny. You can just tell it like it is. Their behavior was no different from bandits. Whew. You've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dictionary in Castrum Kremnos, so I guess they were spared. There are too many books in the Library of Philia. Flipping through them all will take too long. Why don't we use the Biblioslate to search for the texts we need? We can bring them back to Akama for reading after that. Ugh, it's so dusty in here. these all complaints about him? I can already see what they must have written. Anaxa has no respect for the gods. His very existence undermines order in our society. They're probably all things like that. Why else would they call him the Great Performer? When Anaxa established his school of thought, the first thing he apparently did was read his own work to everyone. Are the Titans truly an accurate reflection of what humans think gods should be? Worlds created by gods are indubitably perfect, but what of Amphorius? Only foolishness and insensitivity everywhere you turn. They marched him straight to the seat of judgment before he could finish. Though what he took on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial. He had to address every one of the scholar's allegations, or face expulsion from the Grove. The first allegation was... Do you agree that since the Titans created the heavens and earth, so the mountains, rivers, and seas must likewise be their creations? Anaxa would have probably been spared a lot of trouble if he had answered this way. Instead, he quoted past instances of the flame-chased journey and posited that humans have the potential to take over the divinity of Titans. Needless to say, his critics didn't take kindly to his answer, so they followed up with a second allegation. You claim to be studying souls, yet you are, in fact, defiling them and committing acts condemned by the gods. Do you admit it? Anaxa always wears an eye patch, never removing it, even when alone. Some say he used one of his eyes as an alchemical ingredient. Every being in the world owes their safekeeping to Kithily, and this is even more so for the Chrysos heirs who have divine blood coursing through them. If he has really done something of that nature, then it'd indeed be sacrilegious. Thankfully, they had no way to prove it, so it amounted to nothing more than an allegation.
Yeah. Well, it's the idea of new train of thought versus old train of thought. Old train of thought, they'll try to keep their ideas. Versus the new train of thought, or it's a different train of thought.
One by one, Anaxa engaged
Because,
in wars of words against
a new train of thought, you have to prove yourself, and even then, people will, like, be angry with you.
Any respect for the gods?
Like, the idea of washing hands. People back then, when the guy, like, suggested that, said no, that was not, like, a problem or something like that. He ended up, ending his own life because of the haters. I remember, so. Yeah.
It was only after a brief silence that he answered. I have never denied that Titans are meant to be noble constructs. Yes, I'm not sure how that controversy was eventually resolved, but what's for certain, at least, is that Anaxa was allowed to stay in the grove where he continued his research, despite being regarded as a heretic. By the way, this stack of complaint letters has reminded me of a place in the grove. We may find clues there that aren't on the teleslate. I'm talking about Anaxa's alchemy lab, hidden between the cornerstones.
Why am I sneaking out here again? I don't remember.
It's a well-kept secret. Among the 7 sages, excluding the nominal chief sage, each has a private sanctuary where they can conduct research undisturbed in their free time. even the administrators of the Library of Philia are restricted from accessing those places and documenting the sage's research. But with the grove in this state, I'm sure Anaxa won't be mad even if we sneak into the lab for a short while. Right?
Let me up.
This is the place, but where is everything? Materials for alchemical experiments, matrix diagrams, and even the seal to the lab. They're all gone. Did the Black Tide destroy it all? No, not even close. Not only are alchemy experiments high-risk activities, but Professor Anaxa also has a penchant for using bizarre materials. Students often saw him walk in looking bright as rain, but come out covered in soot with his hair singed. Naturally, no one dared to come near this place. Huh? That bookshelf over there seems to be the only thing still intact.
Gotcha luck. And I got you luck, so. Oh, never mind. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Take a screenshot there. Slowly wondering I was not going to get her. My last try on that somebody did not happen. Thank you. I haven't got a good roll on Genshin or anything in a while. But yeah. Let me play this again. Wagah! Time to roll for this, not really. Doing.
Look, light is coming in.
Yeah, never stop gambling, you're gonna win. Yeah. That's probably why, my issue.
Look, light is coming in. Look, light is coming in. All things cycle through life and death. The end is also the beginning.
It's a 4-leveled. Only downside, I don't really have anything for a set character. Oh, glorious. I'm around here. Right here. It's like a big dragon. Yeah, very few of it though. Like, there. I rolled on. I don't. Hold on. Her, didn't get her. I think I rolled on her, didn't get her. I would've rolled on her, didn't get her. I don't know. You maybe black one few next ahead. Well, I rolled on her, but a long time ago, didn't get her. So, yeah. Well, I think I won't call it in the stream. I think I am done with Star. And then debate if I'm going to go sleep. Yeah, debate if I'm going to go sleep. I am going to post a poll for which poll I'm going to post. Yeah, probably the one that I'm going to next game I'm going to play after. For probably about 3 company. That in both, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. But yeah. I am going to play the Zoneless Zone 0 tomorrow. To do the story and stuff and roll. See my luck in that game. Of course. Anyway. Is there anything else important? I don't think so. I might get another video out tomorrow. Fingers crossed. But yeah. Anyway, good night, y'all. Until next